no eshipa me de bebro na wie FIFA Club World Cup no interesting results epiem results are na nipa dodo na engine di say ebesi ba yehu e wo FIFA Club World Cup ni mbako eye Manchester City a omu efrim Hilal e wo Saudi e show omu 4-3 a omu out of this competition ade baako a ama Saudi fo ni age no eye simple na tournament we no eye tournament a Saudi fo na nkasa dia show mutim say eye platform eye stage kese a omode beton Saudi football and Saudi Pro League enti ade bi omeye bia omo team omo represent Saudi nbe ko menim bi ombetimaye because na inkofo disrespect Saudi league na che enti omunya opportunity say ombe represent Saudi eye Hilal for no e wo FIFA Club World Cup no omo nim say we a fine opportunity to sell Saudi football no and no an omo ye no getting to this stage eliminating a club to say Manchester City no eya de kese e de mom ken say wo hwe game na Manchester City ye de wo so omo ye bia say wo so omo win game no omo dominate possession as usual ball no omo ne kura ball ne pass bebree omo na attack bebree omo ne create chances ni bebree ye hu Manchester City team na omo use ultra attacking football ball na omo boni nyina no omo decide say omo ne be create chance on be attacking on be dominate play no enti sa ultra attacking football na Manchester City for use no na a game and as style na we expect Manchester City say on be dominate sa ultra attacking football ehun so mo use no Matheus Nunes join the attack Ryan Nuri join the attack ekoka two center backs ni mpokra push komani at the same time the likes of Gundogan Bernardo Silva other guys ni na join the attack who say omo create chances no enti na yebo game ni wie no menya 32 attempt to score emu 14 on target big chances 6 by no match 3 enti there was a Manchester City yes also mo ye nyina no omo ball ultra attacking football create chances 32 attempt to score but meant me and qualify to the next stage of the competition all because say na Hilal wo nipa ba ko da post ni ma o say wu ombo boku no abrant ye friend say bonu ken football na ye bono eto de bia tactics win games collective play win games benye de bia na tactics ne collective play win games eto de bia individual brilliance and individual performance win game bonu against Manchester City make a lot of difference 10 saves Man City about 14 shot on target emu 10 o save ye onim say FIFA Club World Cup na ye bono goalkeeper why saves kese pa ye bonu why 23 saves ono nko a goalkeeper bi no why save say no ye hu bonu a o ye save de Sevilla eji Europa League ye hu bonu World Cup ko bi o di Morocco Kudus stage ani ye hu bi da e wa Africa ene o di Hilal ba be do this stage I think say sa goalkeeper we at the 8 ken enyem nwa say teams akese na ba wo Europe no on be sa contacting the say omon sambrenti a good exhibition for Hilal ye be hwe Madrid ni Juventus na nwure hwan and be qualify to the next stage of the competition ken ma me transfers ni mfama me sha say the free Ghana ni Abrantie Mohamed Kudus enra me the Kudus story bebrebe and be tudwa about Kudus na Spurs en komotwehwe no na me sa wo latest say the man Kudus say roof agency for no and control Kudus omo na representing Mohamed Kudus na uko Liverpool roof agency for no e wo players wo ho Van Dijk and Kudus were the same agency Harvey Elliott and Kudus were the same agency ya dia beto just say Harvey Elliott person free Liverpool bobo ni so time a roof agency for Liverpool for ko share a meeting about Harvey Elliott no and a roof agency for the two Liverpool for the nim enra say brand friend say Mohamed Kudus no say Liverpool for interest and come back convince Kudus say about Liverpool among funding commerce space we enra and come course between roof agency and a Liverpool no more kasa about Harvey Elliott by Kudus and come between mu say Liverpool for no interest e Mohamed Kudus ma omo roof agency no petit me betima project Mohamed Kudus pa na Liverpool no was so sense space so Liverpool for interest and come back convince Kudus already Kudus dia wakaye sa chess space by say Liverpool kasi ye pe Kudus and they say ya roof for no so be say Kudus again no mo catch Liverpool pokra ne say Kudus sika oje wo West Ham no obeto sumpo kra so kasa obeba Liverpool. On say Liverpool West Ham Kudus eje 4.7 million pounds a year. Roof for ne catch Liverpool for no say omo ye willing say on befa Kudus a misika no beti so. By Liverpool for am more yes or no. By roof agency for no enra omo ofa Mohamed Kudus. Edi my team friend say Liverpool we me disclose me source edi amount. Do ye editor in chief e wo Liverpool transfer room. Ana a reveal is our story about Bontin Edeba. And to make of Liverpool, Mohamed Kudus, as to say Bekono, by so far the express and Edikai. The next 2 to 3 years, Barcelona and Timin for men into Lewandowski, Subim. I was so movie on. No more partner that striker. Now Obekaya, now no na Deku, and Barcelona sporting directors Nicosia, Hansi Flick, Ewo Ibiza no. Na nim say Nico Williams nkwan na mukwa kwedi dum nkomo by some meeting na course wo Ibiza between Deco Hansi Flick and other sporting directors of Barcelona no omo ko head there oba be replacement for Lewandowski na omo shortlist 4 players no omo ko shortlist e wo Ibiza no Julian Alvarez, Gyökeres, Jonathan David and Isaac we any 4 players are Barcelona Eko Ibiza koye meeting say emu baako ana mo expect so ba be replace Lewandowski on a long term period. Enti the free Barcelona so eba no. Why na be replace Lewandowski? 4 players we Isaac, Julian Alvarez, Gyökeres and Jonathan David. Baako ana Liverpool Barcelona we say on bet makofa. Meche Saudi to just say ene ana Ronald Araujo. Ni release clause na airdrop no ene na e sha ase. A 1st July, eko si 15th of July. Araujo renew the contract. Nation say ye 1st of July eko si 15th. The release clause never drop here by 65 million euros. Enre numere ana Barcelona e ball excellent sports agency abaso. Omo ball omo not catch omo say wow this 65 no bebe bia no. Ye beja Araujo mama nako. Na ni masini se mewu. Barca catch excellent sports for ne say the wire ready so ba activate Araujo release clause no e 1 installment who be ties kan ba akopɛ yem be chichim na na ye message because Barca ko po bi player otua be 5 installment but ma ka tre excellent sports for ne say sa 65 million euros a e won release clause ni no e just 1 installment and it is a Juventus ne pɛ Chelsea ne pɛ mu be tua e 65 no matua ne ba akopɛ pekin kran enya afi ne ye be chichim say be 5 years na me be tua sa iska no. Na onim say Javier Lot nkoma na me ni wudi no. Liverpool for decide say Javier Lot every go boku ni ma. Akora bi apiem e wo King Power Stadium e Leicester City team nim. Ye friend Bilal. Liverpool for target Bilal or a small boy just 21 years. Season end yana Leicester for kofa ni free gank e dey buy from Belgium. Liverpool for target akora na friend say Bilal say in case say Javier Elliott kwa ono ana ye possible replacement omo kwa akofa no na keme no ka say die e free eye Arsenal ebenye Arsenal for say Christian Mosquera omo ka kire no omo agree personal terms there na mum Valencia for so the contract ato akra nanim na akra no before so omo Arsenal the second official bid ne beko no akra ne nko kancha Valencia for say boboku no Arsenal no achusu enti Arsenal for catch Christian Mosquera so nko kanche Arsenal penny Valencia penny for say offer na omo di ama no on renew the contract omo accept Arsenal bid no so omo accept dia omo Arsenal for enyo ma dwen say omo the bid fufuro bia so ebeba na Manchester United ken Araujo se mu bi yabo ni nyina ye brand new boemu deal no different twists aba na different twists aba na ye say Mr. Phil ono ana ye director of football Edema Brentford waka kire Manchester United for ne say Brandon Mwebu ana ni agency on so under excellence post boy ne say omantimi agree a na ni beje so betina Brentford bobuku Mr. Phil waka kire Manchester for ne say eska na omo ka no omo nte so ka preba no ne boy na nka say di nkobo no boy ne say omanton na oye happy say obetina Brentford on forcing way out enti say ni nyina akwa akogina Manchester wo age so makwa akotua bo no ansa na sa deal no ebetimi aba na Gabriel Martinelli eye winger de ma Arsenal El Nasa ene na etwetwe nkomo Gabriel Martinelli El Nasa nkomo koso El Nasa pe left winger omo first choice Luis Diaz El Nasa catch Gabriel Martinelli nkofo say omo die Luis Diaz na omo first choice but Luis Diaz eka se omba omo discani nyina beba Arsenal be fa Abrante friend say Gabriel Martinelli already Arsenal for nyoma dwen say omo ton Gabriel Martinelli but Arsenal for says kakese bi ba omo ye ready so betima accept say iska no enti Gabriel Martinelli de no de akwa akosie no na mi kopiem ewo Barcelona ho abiem a Nico Williams deal no de akosie ni eken papa ye friend say Juan Laporta o say yen kama Barcelona for supporters so mo hwe omo tie no o dada udidi adidi o da asere enye me na me kasa eye message na me pass di ama Barca fans no Juan Laporta say ene eye 1st of July 2025 officially after window ya open oye Barcelona fan about Nico Williams o dada
Sikano
Juan Laporta say yen Barcelona for ntias say
1st July Sikano
almost say yen Barcelona for ntias say oye Barcelona supporter membo o dada udidi adidi o sra asre sa no se obia anfa nse nitrim na bibia beye kama femodin bibia dedem bibia no ebe say na onim se Marcus Rashford na wo kasa ma hu so oye training no onim se latest eba no kire se Bayern e de na ka list no on se mabeka cho se Bayern for left wingers Bakola din wom a lot of players Nico Williams omunyina din wom ewie player Bayern for e de akoma list no e Abrante friend say Marcus Rashford Manchester for say omo beton na 45 million euros wa 45 million euros no omo be jai mu dinaba Juventus for omo plan for strikers ni nie omo oton Vlahovic ekwa omo pese Kolomuani tina omo wie Kolomuani pese ekukuro omo make sure say omo ko all out for Abrante friend say Victor Osimhen enu ni Juventus Victor Osimhen enti Vlahovic kwa e Abrante friend say Kolomuani betina Kolomuani tina omo wie Kolomuani di oni so a omo ko all out for Abrante a your friend say Victor Osimhen enti ken bebre na wo ho na story we na mpese me de wie Madueke de no obekai 2 weeks ago and ye be breaking Madueke ne Arsenal de wa hase na Arsenal supporters ne se ye boa e na ye deja na ye ne 3 parties ni nyina na ye rewrem 1 Arsenal for official bid nkoye 2 Chelsea receive any official bid 3 Abrante friend say Madueke o catch Arsenal for ne say project na ni je ho Madueke before say Chelsea Echo FIFA Club World Cup no there was a meeting our Mariziara suit meeting no koso o Mariziara suit ho ana Madueke de to Arsenal for him say project na Arsenal for you na ni je ho rightly as you said the problem eyemienu Bukayo Saka on left wing
wow
no Chelsea yan receive official offer but no na Chelsea for say ya say meeting dia koso Chelsea so de beto abonten say wow this can be on beton minimum of 50 million and a Chelsea EP for Madueke
Ederson de Kwame Ken there's Madueke we are Chelsea fan we bet me akotro so a rat na
I didn't know you're rat
send na maybe say me question na maybe so
me person be say the rationale behind the rat conversation
yes o fight kakra
na Ken eda Madueke Arsenal for be pe omo musu abe tisika to Madueke Chelsea for be party
Chelsea be party
I tell you
sir ti just for enho bia
me kran me as Ghanaian me tese Madueke kwa he opens door for Mohamed Kudus
oh okay
such a Chelsea transfers no more yen Joao Pedro literally Obabe taking the position of Christopher Nkunku because Nkunku was seen as a player between number 10, number 11, number 7, number 9, a versatile forward. Until let's bring in a profile. Until Joao Pedro replaces Nkunku. That's a like for like. Muhalu Mudrik situation, no. The player who is going to directly replace him, Jamie Giddens, Leon Delap, and a Chelsea 4-ton as a number 9. It looks like Chelsea transfers no more, you know. Bakukwa. ɛna baako ba abɛhyɛm yɛsusu sa so esi ɛbɛtɔn no a yɛatɔ bi already de abɛhyɛm dada nti na ɔne Madueke deɛ yi ɔkɔ a he leaves space for Chelsea to search in the market and get another forward. Madueke problem ɔwɔ no sɛ Madueke gye ne ho di te sɛ ɔyɛ Ballon d'Or level. It is okay to be confident, but it is so wrong to be overconfidence. Madueke no send you see Jini Woody no and yes our level no bobo no. Last year, or let me say even first season of Kopama, when Kopama was all over Biabo Kopama she goes left to right center. What kind of name Kopama corporate penalty against Everton? He has always seen himself as a bigger player. But born and body offer on Rubia. One say the only position is comfortable with the right wing position. What you call to left on Timmy Mo? And now England national team will say Thomas Tuchel try no on Timmy Mo. In Timianka Sano Miasna, when you now Andrew Beta should be very careful because Ken Ateta, when you too much power was not too much, they need to tame him. Yeah. Coach is we a coach now do pen so we allow you to take decisions. But Teta on Drew level no onye bibi ma yen on J trophy be Premier League what ja twaso mienu then you can say I want this player, I don't want this player. He's not gotten to that level, but Astalamano too much power. It looks like Adrobeta is looking at him. Ateta needs a sporting director. Obeka says, no, this is the direction we are going. What's it place, Libya? Standing no mood in Komona. You can't, you just, really, why? No, Madueke. In any case, Madueke also a comfortable with the right wing. Itibukai Osaka Jinaho. So, what is the point? Hey, and now it's a better chase in Komono. Arsenal did in Komo. They've not contacted Crystal Palace. Arsenal knows very well. Say Crystal Palace say when we release clause of £68 million. If you want to pay the money, that's not a serious. I was so called Rodrigo Goes. Simple. Now once Mikel Arteta Mujano already are. Yeah, Obefe for Chelsea in quite honest how. Minim dear Mikel Arteta who Chelsea and quite Chelsea 4 times saving Rabia no a copy and go Arsenal and I know I for him still ye one. What's also say Madueke? Master. Some for William in Miss I could minim the way who Chelsea. Chelsea play Bias on Pebia. Hey, you know I could find it not to Arsenal. I remember come as someone. Ken, there's a growing trend the beer. Me person me change in our drink also. Sometimes we are overly looking at football, but you see, and then person you did the business aspects of football. Won't come kakra. Lami Yamal. Obajina ma tenjesi. Once a buy munchin so swaji Jamal Musiala tenjesi. And there me no kasisi. Buy munchin for be a shop Adidas or more tongue Jamal Musiala na ma tenjesi. Lami Indie. As a sort of Nike for OB officially, I'm beton Lami Yama 10 Jesse. Lami Yama, see, and train, or why your request to send Kobinyanka. Go din bed there, which is 13th, Nanko Maye. But Adidas are insisting that they want it as early as possible. Kopama, ya just 10 Eddie if you Halu Mudrik in Semudiamano. Now there's a trend we need to catch up, and that trend. The influence of Nike, Adidas, Puma on the clubs. Look, they be a mekase. Sebi, the companies are not mad. Sebi, omunye Jimmy Fu. Barcelona Nike new contracts neighbor no. They are going to give Barcelona over $1.7 billion. So 1.7 billion, and billion in the next 14 years. Which means to say, Afibia, you are looking at Barcelona averaging about 127 million. Afibia, Nike, Tam de Amabasao. Oh, we are signing on fee Barcelona signing contract ne keke no. They are going to give Barcelona 158 million. Sebi. Sikana utua de ama Barcelona na ask yourself say emfa so ben pa na Nike, Adidas ni companies ni benye free clubs na omutua sa sika kese ne de ma omusa. If Barcelona signs their contract with Nike, a record being seen that Sika Barcelona benye free Nike ono. Now, the benefits Nike gets from these deals in the say Nike ever turn Barcelona jerseys. So turn back wa. Normally, almost for 90%, not 10% na for club no. Into what Barcelona, what you will see carry? Oh, ball. Name me Nike. No, I need to also benefit. The benefit is that I will sell more jerseys. So the more jerseys Nike sells, the more Nike forces to nya nisika. And the Barcelona so when your percentage kakra edi free. It's I have paid you your money. Name my partner also so I was so kakra de boame. So now the companies are beginning to influence the clubs to choose iconic jerseys for the star players because star players need jerseys near top. But what let me show you say. Look, Nike. I don't benefit from Barcelona powers Ronaldinho and Nike because Ronaldinho was from Nike department and another Barcelona. Yeah, Nike for enjoy a lot. That time Nike was getting a lot of money. That is why when he said Messi cry, he was under Nike kakra because Nike Romo almost signing Ronaldo, signing Messi, and Sana Robert Heiner. Herbert Heiner, if you don't know him, says on for penny. He was then Adidas boss on a convincing Messi money by Adidas. And Adidas timid Bora Messi Mukakra. Inti though sad time and Messi wohono. Nike was enjoying Messi sales, but not Adidas was also fakakra because Adidas also personally they were sponsoring Messi. Whether it's fortunate or not, Menoka say Lamine Yamal is also under Adidas. Now Adidas are very smart. Say Lamine Yamal, he's the next big thing for Barcelona. Almost also they are really enjoying because Adidas are not paying money to Barcelona. Nike are paying, but Adidas are benefiting because Omuna personally almost sponsor this boy. It's what Adidas is doing. So last year, Orilizi boy ne football boots at the Babontain. And boy ne posted. So on the players' camp, Adidas are benefiting. Nike for one show. Now the 10 jersey is with Lamine Yamal. Omo person who produce jersey now. I told jersey no. Now, if someone change my 13th of July need draw, Adidas will also benefit. And Nike says no. But when the business aspect, you know, which is 10 jersey, you know, purely decisions from those people because they are giving you more money and they have a say as to which star player and for 10 jersey in Famano. So this is where we are at this stage. They are trying to Barcelona for beton jerseys Nampa because again Adidas wants more money from this. Let's move on. Can the Tiana say Eda football you choose 11 players Ebejina Park so 1897 and IFAB as football you had 11 players na 128 years near 128 years no goalkeeper Juma and it's a ball defender with Juma and it's defending the post midfielder with Juma and it's controlling our ball attackers no attack here striker with Juma and it's ball no dia tum. That was the basic idea. So your core duty as a goalkeeper, as a defender, as a midfielder, as an attack has been clearly spelled out. It is a way a defender. Now the ball playing recently, it's a football in the ball playing. Now when the ball also so bad, added advantage. So there's a difference between your core duty and adding something to it. It's a defender who defend here, yes. So something to me pass the ball from the back. I say you have an added advantage into one of the it makes you special. Goalkeeper, you manage to bet your ball. So to me pass the ball from the back, a added advantage. It is a copy goalkeeper. The first thing you look at, a ball here. Then you look at, okay, to me the passing can't be. But that shouldn't be the core idea. Yes, super goalkeeper. Me can't yes so dear say. Truth be told, see City's problem recently. Baby, I also takas some natural. Ederson, any Bonu, who form a difference. I just don't want to do comparison. But the reality is that Ederson no nine or the bubble power. But bad 5 years in ye. Say Ederson then such a ball crack. City would have won more trophies. But again, Pep Guardiola, the ideas he does not want to depart from it. One of those things, if I see Pep Guardiola today, I will ask and say, the NCR City £50 million, Echo for Nico Gonzalez, and say, na ike 1-1, Rodri, I don't mean what. Sad defensive midfield.
Okay.
Now Kovacic was struggling. Now Ken, City pays £50 million for Nico Gonzalez and then Pepe Mane Boboni bi. Otichi. Now Pepe da so bo ike 1-1. Yakova Kuzanov Eddie Abase. In terms of pace, City ball highliner. Akurani will pace. Yet Pep Guardiola Bobola Tambiano, Netanaki, Manuel Akanji, Ruben Diaz, these guys cannot run. It's Pep, no, he is good. But sometimes if you overly allow coaches if you allow them to do what they want, sometimes it be new.
Okay. Ederson. Obuama Champions League.
Obianka so mwai. City needs a goalkeeper that saves ball.
Yere kai papa bako ana. Oya Man United ni a obekai dey.
E wo dey hu.
Ederson dey to City. So no an mana.
Oh, United need en coming pipe on.
So there be our no an better.
Na so be desa.
Aha, o to bomb pipe to na sa.
Na we no na no dey na nka wo pe.
Ederson no na. But the City style of play and the quality of our team, and then my destiny exposed. This Ederson by Manchester United.
Ederson better Obama United.
Hey!
I bet you Unana.
And yeah, Unana called Unana Aba.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, Club World Cup, no. They've been surprised to about Club World Cup anymore. And to be honest, there are games to be a masha. We have to pardon Cristiano Ronaldo so person was saying sir. You baby out the infantino because the kind of quality a Hilal for the exhibit to a Club World Cup anymore. We don't have to forget that Hilal na G League was Saudi Arabia. Karim Benzema mon Nigeria. Al Ittihad. Al Ittihad are Club World Cup ni Hilal ne buy. Let's imagine say if they are not the winners of their league. Not this is the kind of performance or more dynasty. Our Club World Cup anymore. You said your G League, no. Now you imagine the performance. It will league anymore. It's Cristiano Ronaldo knows. Say someone fixing him or Anasa. Or bebo 50 years. They say yana beya. A bad thing says Saudi Pro League no beti video budget. Me pardon no. Because Hilal for natural. Said there is quality in the Saudi Arabian League. Ken. Enra, Inter Milan also eliminated. Now after the Inter game, there are a lot of problems with Inter Milan team anymore. Just because I'm a captain, Lautaro Martinez. Enra play game now, Michelle, he was one of the best, if not the best player on the field. None near brace up so he be my Inter Milan team no. Or he goal post or Bobos na goalkeeper ni save. And he be was a player Yemani team Biana as a captain on the field. He led by example yesterday. He gave one of his best performances. Obi game ni bia ebedia dance here. Otibiba deep centrally. E won finfin on midfield. No ababa be jebo ne dia kaia konanim. Said ye be ya ono feel say e was so di ni wo game nim said ye be motivate other players. No mo so do omo be shim na Inter Milan be nya results on mo hwehwe. But anye there are times you do whatever you have to do. But obey the obey bia wo football mu ntimi mba party ni bi. Eti anye yi amfa mo no mo frame. Omo frame captain na guarantee interview. Also, there are things he saw at the Club World Cup. I don't know, no, so you're Inter Milan player. Now, so free bobo cool more free. Or else, that's all better than being a team, no money and see a kind of name on Conkai. Oh, yeah, you know, another president, Beppe Murata, aba abonten say asamna abrante ne kan ye no wa modin but one Hakan Çalhanoğlu na kasa onu di obebodin quickly Hakan Çalhanoğlu so aba abonten at the statement aba a check the see also Champions League finals no nya injury after that injury na ni sen ko back club World Cup bi but at a point no feel say ne ho ya ato no it obetimi a join the team no say one team starting poa enema e ko animu no obetimi a part of the team no mu nyina abo na nema abo it was joining team in the US. During that time, one of the training sessions, and was signed prior. It's not just about tournament in the year. It was open a bed, not team in the but there are people in the team who feel say, maybe our shadow of a key injury just because he wants to leave Inter Milan. And we play an seminar or cana, a happy player. Omumienu, Obia point. Because being the captain of the side, Lautaro Martinez feels say your best players in our tournament anymore. In the absence of Çalhanoğlu, Nipo defensive midfield, Edima in Camelan, Aslani. Aslani Miminu Mirunim. Say Jumani won't think you want on Timian better to say Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu and had a driving point. Inter Milan Bobo couldn't fin. Say goalkeeper Nejebola. Or no quickly no Arania or no Aquajibor no Diaba. Or no bad driving no distributing balls no. It's a defensive midfield no ye. No sense was serve it as a deep line playmaker. Ediama Inter Milan Bobo Kono. But in his absence, Aslan Intiminia Jumanasa. It's a Matokuro Ebabedaho, and in this tournament, a clear. Inter Milan will problem woman finfio. It's the captain and seminar or cano. Or futures and communia player who finfia. And Kebeti as a Sanyama. But can I dear Bakwame who football mun say? There are times you don't have to call people out just like that. Or your teammate. And from Sobeti Miaba said, you are not the one to say it because you are the captain of the side. Obetimia Cavani wa bonting. Behind the scenes, Nadia was on the Kabiana Naka. Because he's been part of the success story in Inter Milan. When you were succeeding, no a part. Muji League no a part. Muko Piemo Champions League finals no a part. Sabrene the one from Sobia one. But then I near Bakumi Nubian Koyi, of which player and a person watch with Prano, and only the only in Yagane. It's at this moment, as a leader of the club, as a captain of the side. Me did say yes, I know correct. I was so one hour 73 near my Bubu coaches, especially when there is a new coach and so on my side. But then again, calling the player out at this moment wasn't right. Sabrante never tell about Boku anymore. And Penifone wo Inter Milan and Shenomo solve issue no. Now Brady and Entina, no money and Siakai. Ken Barcelona, there is one young player called Noah Davic. Obia Onima Kodadi Bianim say he has a lot of quality on him born a bopa. But then I that's sorry, I branch any free Barcelona Bobo Kunim, and then I chase Stuttgart, no Aquacusia kind of moment. And a section of the Barcelona supporters. Our Masha branch and who the kind of quality a branch and puts no, we are worried. So who will be now prospect to him? Now who's on him born a ball? Utima also supporting a woman, or betting me about the boating the Dachibia. Who's a few Bobo maybe how, no credit. But what shark or that chrono? No, I had the position now, all bono. And only a number one. And then number two, you look at players almost so free Bobo Konimako, Aqua excellence was back. Now they are checking races and penny for say, in fact, we wanted a pretty new round. The player we are talking about is an attacking midfielder. The position of on the friend is a number 10. No. He is a good player, yes, I know correct. But we're competing with Dani Omo. This is a mainstay. And the modern more show Barcelona Bobo Konim. Oh, you are only few on more. Only family Lopez Mune Baba Bepreo. In that position, it's a very dangerous mark or any so biabo because he's coming to compete. These players are almost 70 of position of Barcelona Bobo Konim. It's a Kodani Colonna. There are players in Barcelona almost shall say very well. And also free Barcelona Bobo Konim. Now eventually say you no, say a ton more, almost perform and Abasa for back. You would Gerard Piqué performance for Barcelona. He left the scene, joined Manchester United, or back to Barcelona as arrived and a refined product, or by a commanded sport. You will search Fabregas, the same thing, or joining Arsenal. When the time was right, or Basa, or the commanding a sport or Barcelona Bobo Kunim. And then the Oma didn't home come on one Gasa obtains over free Basa Bobo Kunim. Then yes, another Basam Peno, another Basani project to be Amano. They wanted him to stay. But no few say, moving out of the Barcelona club, many a lot of playing time. Now what developing well as a player. And no free one of them today. Basa is Kasia the Aqua of Anaba, or ye mainstay of Barcelona senior team. And Tiakodan for these examples, and fan checking a rare. na kona okono go prove a point e wo ho because the team he's leaving e was our record ne say we a former player from the youth ranks now kona omodi mo kon kan kwa dia most of the time omo prove your philosophy the system na say ombeba ba be fa wa ba no ba be si akan dia ma omo nti kona okono onkonko chede obetimi aye se brand so no obesan so returning a no returning in a grand style abeye mainstay in the senior team ken
well, I know a big no Davish, but me best see me